Hello. Hello, everybody. Charlotte, hello. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Hendrik. Hi, Joe. Hi, Lilypod. How's it going, guys? Good morning. Hey, Pastel Pixie. Rise and shine, it's coffee time. Although my coffee's almost empty. How is everybody's week been? How's everybody's day going? I've been awake for approximately 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm glad you can be here too, Lilypod. Where are you based? Are you in the US, Lily? Because I do try to stream at a good time for the US. Just it hasn't been happening recently. Usually I do these streams once a week, but just life has not been kind to my American audience. How is everybody? I had a late night last night. I had dinner at my sister's place because my auntie and my cousin have flown in for my dad's birthday, and I haven't seen them in literally like 10 years. So my dad's birthday party is on Sunday, but they flew in last night, so I went down to have dinner with them and catch up, which was just lovely. But it meant I got home kind of late. Your week was great. Your dad invited us to a restaurant yesterday for your sister's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your sister. Hey, Tiana. You're on the US West Side? Oh, well, I'm glad I can have you here live. Yeah, Lilypod, you're in the US as well, so 4:30 a.m. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, usually I do a stream at least once a week that's good for you guys in the US. I'm really sorry it hasn't been happening these last few weeks, but hopefully moving forward, we'll be able to continue doing. I'll be able to resume, doing my US friendly streams. Lord Crumps, hello my lovely. We'll be lurking and going to fall asleep. Being a housewife as mum's still in hospital and you're at work. Oh, you poor thing. Hey Karina. Good morning, honey. How's your days off been? So, the songs, once Bob comes, you will be asleep. Yeah, well, I mean, like, after we deal with baby's arrival. Guys, I have some really exciting news about baby, actually. I think we've finally picked a name. It's not Henry. That was still my favorite, but Paul just was not coming round to it, and he suggested an alternative last night, and my mum and I were like, actually, yeah. So, 12 a.m. washing vibes. Just party on while you do your washing. Hi, Jitset. Hi, Em. How's it going? How's your week been, huh? So excited Doc's back today, huh? I can't wait to just chill out and tune in to Doc's stream. You had a family day yesterday, which was good. That's so nice. What is it? What's the name? The name is Aiden. And it's A-I-D-A-N. Apparently that's like the Irish spelling rather than A-I-D-E-N. And yeah, apparently Paul's mum suggested it, and I don't know why she suggested it. I thought maybe it was like a family name or something. But apparently she was just like, what about this name? And Paul was like, actually. And apparently he's been thinking about it for like a week, and so he mentioned it last night. He was really nervous. He's like, I've thought of a name. I kind of really like it. Hey, Spooksy Mooksy. Oh, you're a YouTube frog. Welcome to the tea party, my lovely. Good to have you here. But yeah, Paul was like, I kind of really like this name. And I was like, what is it? Tell me. He's like, you don't have to like it. It's okay if you still want to call him Henry. And I was like, tell me what it is. And he was like, it's Aiden. And I was like, huh. And my mum was sitting there having this conversation with us, and she was just like, yes, that's the name. And I was like, that feels really nice. So that might be his name. No, it's going to be A-N, so A-I-D-A-N, I think, maybe. We're still working that out. Paul wants to go with A-N at the end because that's the original spelling, and then E-N is like the westernized spelling. Also, my dogs are playing on the floor if you can hear them. I'm sorry. They just had their morning treat and they're a little bit fritzed right now. Cameron Michelle Davis, Daniel Michelle Davis, Eric Michelle Davis, Harry Michelle Davis, Angelica Susan, Eliza Susan, Peggy Susan, Wow, there's those beautiful names. Beautiful names. But yeah, so that's kind of exciting. That's kind of exciting to have that picked. Yeah, apparently it means like little and fiery, which I thought was very cute. I said to Paul, if he comes out with red hair, that'll definitely be a sign. Hey Omar, how you going? So just finishing off my coffee. You gotta lick up all the chocolate bits, you know. Oh, Skittles wants to go out, hold on. Hey Rachels! Hey, good to see you. How's it going? Hello, 5 ROCs. How's it going? Welcome into the stream. Good to have you here. You've had another cold morning, Em? Yeah, baby bump. Big baby bump. Where temps have been in single digits, there's been frost as far north as the back parts of Mackhagan this morning. Yeah, it's really cold here this morning too. You're doing awesome? Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. You're on vacation for a few days, Rachels. Yes. Vacay. Love a bit of a vacation. That's so nice. My partner has red hair, and if I don't have a red-headed child, I want a refund. Pastel. Well, Paul has blonde hair, but he's got a red beard. So, you know, if there's a little bit of a fiery tinge to our child, we might be like, But we also have this running joke. So I have been known throughout my life as someone who has a little bit of a temper, which can occasionally fire up, flare up, and Paul kind of has this running joke that he'll just be like, oh, she's a bit fiery, because it's something that my dad said about me one time. Like, my dad was watching me play tennis and Paul was there, and Dad was like, oh, she used to have a bit of a temper, she can be a bit fiery. And then so Paul was just like, lol, and so he'll always be like, oh, she's a bit fiery. So then when we found out that the name Aiden means like little and fiery, we were like, oh, that's really cute. My child. Little and fiery. And I was like, I actually really like that. You want a refund too? You're a redhead, none of your 3 kids got it. Yeah, well, red hair is a recessive gene, isn't it? Like, it's more likely to come out if your, like, grandparent was a redhead or something. That's how it works in The Sims too. Like, if you've got a redhead as, like, a grandparent, it always comes out in that, like, that second generation. I know, Omar. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Jelly to be born. Your family is blonde and... in my family, blonde is very dominant in several different shades. Sister is an exception. She's a hot-headed redhead. Is that the one who just had a birthday? Oh, really, Alex? Well, it's a good name. It's a good name. Your mum said last night that this cold weather reminds her of the year your sister was born. Oh, wow. Wonder if the number 27 has something to do with it. I have no idea. Oh, the one with the birthday, the one who also expects her first child. Oh, bless. That's really cute. You have a redhead grandma. Yeah, it's very much a recessive gene. It is a freezing cold winter, and I miss the sun. I miss the sun so much. It's been cold here. Just cloudy, cold, rainy for like 3 weeks straight. Wait, let me check the... Oh, I'm not rugged up. I'm a little cold, Joe, but I usually, I don't try to rug up too much before I start streaming, because I always get quite hot when I stream. I was just going to check what the weather forecast is for next week. How cold does it get here? So if I've had Jackson, Henry, and Aiden, well, your bestie and I are obviously very similar people, so you have great taste in friends, Alex. That's the answer to this, you know, what's going on here. Oh, you've got plenty of sugar cubes, Peggy? Alright, I'll be ready for you to spend them. I don't even know who we're playing today. I haven't even worked it out, but we'll jump in a sec. Yeah, pregnancy makes you hotter. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the forecast today is for cloudy instead of showers. And so we've got cloudy, shower or two, cloudy, shower or two, shower or two, shower or two, and then next Friday is forecast to be partly cloudy. Ooh! The coldest it tends to get here, Spooksy Moosey, is like at night time it can get down to single digits. It can get down to like 1 or 2 degrees, but that's pretty rare. And then during the day, the coldest days we'll get are probably around 9 or 10 degrees Celsius. You know, like maybe like 11 or 12 degrees Celsius. So it doesn't snow here. It doesn't get like freezing cold, but it's it can get chilly. Yeah. Daughter's car had ice on it. Cold enough for frost to reach central parts of Queensland. Yeah. Where Jatset lives, it snows. So she's in one of the coldest parts of Australia. Oh, really, Radarina? That wouldn't surprise me. Her partner has a common English accent, so they have to be careful about what the name is for when he doesn't want to sound so chubby. That's funny. Yeah, you gotta... So in Australia, Alex, the thing that decides a name, that can make or break a name, is what will the nicknames be? Because everybody gets nicknames in Australia, and so you've got to think about what's the nickname gonna be. Yeah, it's only June. Yeah. Yeah. How is my part of Australia? We're doing all right. Yeah. It's chilly, just like dreary and rainy. But hopefully we get a little bit more sun in the next week. Okay, let me actually work out who we're playing just real quick. I don't actually know. So we played the Pirates. We played the Red Crows. We've done the Highlands and my sim self. Oh, I think we're up to the Merchants. Oh, well, that's exciting. I like playing the Merchants. That's always really fun, actually. So we're going to play... Well, I can do a poll then for who you guys want to play today. So let me just pop a poll up real quick while we just continue to chat. So let's go, who should we play? So we can play Eduart Ware and New Baby. And then we've got Fenella, Wellesley. We've got the Mercer family, or the Arkwright family now. And we've also got the Greys. And then that'll be Truman Home, maybe. Okay, there we go. If you guys want to have a vote on who we play. So I'll run you through the families as well so you know who I'm talking about. So the families we have the opportunity to play today, we could do Eduart Ware. And he's just had his daughter dropped off on his doorstep, so that would be quite interesting. His love child with Sunniva Goode. We've also got Fenella Wellesley, who we all love and adore. Oh, it's just taking a minute to load her. Oh, don't feel guilty about your sunshine, Rachams. It's okay, enjoy it. Yeah, we've got Fenella Wellesley the Butcher. We've got the Mercer / Arkwright family. Oh my god, with their triplets. So yeah, they just had triplet babies. So that's Wilton, Constantina, Victoria, and their 3 kids. Or we have the Wood family, the Gray family, who are our oh, that's right, and they just lost their mother. So that's actually now, this family is now 3 teenagers and their toddler brother. Their mother died and their father is due back from war on the Sunday, but we don't know if he's going to come back alive. So those are our options for gameplay today. So if you want to have a say, have a vote in the poll, because it should be fun. And then we catch up on chat. Oh my gosh, you must be in a hot part of the US, Tiana. Are you like in like Arizona or like the Midwest or somewhere like that? 43 degrees Celsius is hot. That's even hot by Australian standards. We will, if we see like 43, we're like, yes, that's hot. If we see people complaining about temperatures in like the 30s, we're just like, suck it up, princess. You're in Arizona. Yeah, I thought you must be. Yeah, Canberra's had snow already as well on the mountains around it because my uncle was posting pictures because he lives just outside of Canberra. Yeah, 100 degrees is hella hot. Initials, yeah. Very glad your parents didn't go with a middle name like Fiona. Fiona, oh, Shrek. Otherwise, my initials would be bordering on copyright infringement of a popular takeaway. I get it. I get it. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. Anyway. Oh, you got heaps, Peggy. That's amazing. Yeah, drink heaps of water, Tiana. Go for a swim. You voted Eduart. I'm excited for the aftermath of her dropping the baby off. Yes. Which one was the teenagers? That's the Grey family. The Wood/Grey family. You're a princess according to that definition. What definition's that? Wait, I must have missed that. 3 teens are the Woods. Sorry, I think I wrote it in the poll as the Greys. Yeah, the 3 teens are the Greys. That's roasting. 30 degrees is normal for you. Everything above 37 is starting to get a little on the bad side. Yeah, anything above 40 here is, well, like, that's really hot. Oh! 30 degrees. Suck it up, princess. Yeah, Hendrik. Sorry, honey. You can be a princess, though. I do understand, though, that Germany is not built for hot weather. I get that. But you guys would have more, sorry, MK, or you guys would have more humid heat as well up where you are, whereas here, down here, it's all dry heat. But 43 degrees in Australia is really scary because that's, like, really dangerous bushfire weather. I'm not sure how common bushfires are in Arizona. Because you guys, you're in a desert, essentially. I've been to Arizona. I've been to Phoenix. Just randomly. But yeah, I'm not sure how common, like, wildfires are for you guys over there. But here, those kinds of temperatures make us, Have I been to Florida? No, I haven't yet. I'd like to go one day. I want to hit every state that has a Disneyland in it. Or like a Disney World. You're going to Florida next week, Rachams. Why? That's fun. Anything above 30 is uncomfortable to you these days, Jitset? It's still normal as to be expected in summer, yeah. In Europe, summer's become either hotter each year or mass rains and storms. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not good with humidity, Spooksy Booksy. I'm really not. I'm not built for humid weather. I can handle dry heat. Humidity, it makes me miserable. Absolutely miserable. I'm like, nah, I hate it. I just realized I showed you guys all of the families without you actually being able to see the screen. Sorry. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm still half asleep. You're in Orlando for a few days? Nice, Lord Crumbs. You must be flying in and out. For work, the home office is there. Oh, cool. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, Florida's similar to Queensland, yeah. Oh, okay. You have to leave from your vacation straight there. Fair enough. Usually in summer, I just walk to my car if I start sweating. Humid heat is Townsville. We get a dry heat where I am. We had a 45-degree day back in November. Oy, oy, oy. That's scary. That's 45 is scary. Okay, well, it looks like, I know the poll's still running, but it looks like we've got Eduart Ware in the lead with his new baby, his new daughter. So we might as well go ahead and load up his family. So Eduart Ware runs the weekly market as well, which is, it's a good idea to play him because we need him to get money and also to stock up on everything. Because the market's been running a little bare lately. Like it's been very bare bones. There hasn't been much for sale. So I'm hoping we can maybe get some more stuff for sale in the market. But yeah, so if you guys aren't quite 100% caught up on the Medieval streams, which I understand if you're not, Basically, Eduart Ware, yeah, he's a local merchant business owner. He runs this business, oh, sorry for the lag, just across the road, which is where all the Sims in the neighborhood do their shopping. Lurk mode, no worries, Alex, have fun. Get that washing done and go to bed. He was having a relationship with this Sim, Sunniva Goode, and they were woohooing a lot. He was hoping to marry her, but she's actually a romance Sim, and she's not really interested in getting married to poor Eduart. Then she got pregnant, and she lives in the boarding house, and the rules of the boarding house, if you get pregnant, are basically either give your child away, like to be raised by the orphanage, or move out. Well, Sunniva didn't do either of those things. She certainly didn't want to keep her child, but what she did was she dropped Josephine, her baby, off on her daddy's doorstep instead. So that's why there's a random baby in a random basket out the front of his house. Arizona is also dry heat. Yeah, not sure about the wildfires. Yeah. You want also to go to every state country that has a Disney park, right? You can show me around America then when I come. Yeah, his baby mama rejected his proposal for a relationship. Yeah. Last load in, hour left. Woo! I finished doing all of my baby laundry this week. And I've got all of his little clothes put away. So cute. Oh, boy. Have I been to any Disney parks? No. No, I have not. Hi, Christina. I'm doing good. How are you, hun? Good to see you here. What are Jolly Ranchers? Is that like lollies? Sorry, candy? Is that like candy? Okay, so Eduart's getting up. And he's... Oh, that desk doesn't look very medieval, does it? Can I recolor that? Let's see. No. Lame. You've heard of those? They're like small bricks of fruit-flavored hard candy. Mmm. Yummy. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get up and maybe, like, just start going about his morning, because he doesn't realize yet that there's a baby outside his front door. He hasn't, like, stepped outside for the day yet. Excuse me. So he's just gonna come down, start getting himself ready for his day, as he usually would. And then maybe if Josephine makes a little noise here, he could be like, what on earth is that? Yeah, it does sound similar to Starburst. Or like Fruit Chews by the Natural Confectionery Company. I really like those ones. They're really yummy. Now I want lollies. No, I can't have lollies. Lollies give me headaches. Playing The Sims after not playing for days. Yeah, me too. I haven't played The Sims at all this week. I've just been so busy and so distracted by doing other things this week. Mostly like baby preparation stuff. But yeah, I just haven't even touched The Sims this week. It's been bizarre. Really strange for me. Disney World takes a few days to go to because of the 4 parks. Oh. If you go, I'd suggest going to the Food and Wine Festival. They have food and drinks from all over one of the parks, and it's a lot of fun. That does sound amazing. Oh, you keep swallowing them whole? Maybe don't do that. You might end up choking yourself. And he's just gonna have his porridge. He's just getting ready for the day. Did Disney World in 2 days? You wish you'd stayed much longer. You miss playing Sims 2, it's been such a hectic month. Yeah, tell me about it. I think next week I'm gonna have a bit more time and opportunity to just sit down, relax, and like play my games, which I'm really excited about because I've really missed it. And I haven't made any videos this week apart from the channel update video because I've just been running around all over the place just doing everything, and it's just been hectic. Like on Wednesday, I do have a baby coming soon, yeah. On Wednesday, that day just ended up disappearing because I had the doctor's appointment, and then that went pear-shaped, so then I had to go and like do all this other stuff, and I had to get an ultrasound and all that, and then I streamed that night. So I did play The Sims 2 that night, played the Asylum Challenge. And then Thursday, I had to go out again to Mount Bark, to the nearby like town centre in the morning. And then I spent the afternoon doing baby prep stuff, and then I went out Thursday night, and I've just been busy. He has not discovered his baby yet, no. Did the dogs notice anything like licking my belly? You know, it's funny actually, at my sister's place. Hey, Dragmatty! Welcome! I know you, thank you for the follow. At my sister's place last night, her dogs are definitely noticing because they're like just sticking their nose into my belly and just going sniff, 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 sniff. So I think my dogs, because they see me all the time, they're just like, oh yeah, it's just mum. But my sister's dogs were like, what the heck? Alright, so Eduart's gonna come outside ready to walk off over to the market because it's time for him to go. And then like, wait, what is this? And he is going to like view this basket and he's gonna be like, wait, what on earth is that a baby in there? And then little Josephina, here she is, he's gonna hold her. Can he not? Oh, she might not actually be. Let me just like move that basket. Let's see if he can pick her up now. Yeah, he's just gonna hold her. He's gonna be like, wait, what? Hello? Why can't you interact with this baby at all, Eduart? You okay? You okay? You guys do show as related, right? Hold on, I might have to do some finagling. With the sim blender, maybe? Relationships. Josephine, set. Oops. Hang on. Set have met. There we go. Let's see if I can hold her now. If they go to sleep on the floor or the ground, they can't be picked up. Really? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jetset and Christina. Oh, no worries, Moosey Moosey. Hope to catch you a bit later. Is she asleep? No, I don't think she is. She hasn't got any little Z's and her little eyes are wide awake. What's going on with you, baby? She's about to pee herself and she's a little bit cold. You're dying to go to Disney World? Your boyfriend doesn't want to venture out that far. Aw, you compromised on Disneyland, California. Reset, Josephine. Alright, I will. Can we please pick this baby up off the floor? There we go. Okay. He's gonna be like, oh my god, what is this child? Hello? Baby girl. And like, obviously, oh hey Stuart. Obviously, I think she looks enough like him and also like Sunniva that he's gonna know like who this is. And he's gonna like give her a cuddle and be like, oh my god, you poor baby, you've been out here all morning. You must be so cold and tired and scared. And then he's gonna come inside. Luckily he has this nursery all set up because it came with the house. Yeah, fair enough. And we'll put her in her little crib. So we probably won't be able to, like, open the market today with all this going on, but I feel like he's gonna be like, what the heck, why is there a baby in my life? Where did this baby, look at him staring at me, he's like, where did this baby come from? And he's going to probably send a note to Sunniva to ask her to come over. So let's go ahead and like summon her. So let's get, and Sunniva's gonna come because she's like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll come over. And then he's going to go out and argue with her and be like, are you serious? Did you seriously leave a baby outside my house in a basket right now? She's like, oh, you're so attractive. He's like, I can't believe you've done this. She could have been taken and eaten by a werewolf. This is so inappropriate. My baby's kicking me right now, by the way. Don't run with a baby. Yeah. So we're going to argue with her quite a bit. We're going to, we might like lecture or nag her as well. Just be like, I can't believe you've done this. You didn't even tell me you were pregnant. You better be moving in. You know, like, I'm not taking care of this baby by myself. Hi, Gabby. How are you doing? How's your week been? Yeah, he's like, you better be moving in here. I'm not taking care of your baby by myself. And she's like, there's no way I'm moving in here. Like, you were the one who wanted the relationship. You were the one who wanted the family. I didn't want any of this. This was only your doing, and I want nothing to do with it. And so she's just going to be like, okay, I'm leaving, and essentially just head out. So they they're not on particularly good terms anymore right now. And he's just like, oh my God, what do I do now? I've got this baby and I have a business to run. Lord Krabs has redeemed, will you marry me? I don't think he's going to be proposing anytime soon, but maybe he'll try again later this episode, see if she says yes. I don't think she will. But yeah, so I feel like he's like, okay, I need a babysitter. I need someone to get over here and watch my daughter so I can go to work and, you know, live my life. Garlic bread is a midnight snack. Oh my God, yes. Yes, Gabby. There is only one response to, do I want garlic bread as a midnight snack? And that response is yes. But yeah, he's like, his brain is spinning right now. He's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to care for this baby? I need someone to come and look after her. I need someone to be her carer. I'm not cut out to be a dad all by myself. And so I think he's actually going to send a note to one of the Grey girls. So maybe like, let me think. Because the Grey girls can read because they're educated, which is helpful. And they're a bunch of teenagers. So I think he might send a note over to the Grey household asking if any of their daughters would like to come and take care of Bebby. Doesn't have to be her. He could try to find someone else. You regret it later, but you're here for the now. Do it. Do it. I'm such an enabler. Yeah, no, he's tried. He's tried to ask her to marry him, and I'm pretty sure she said no. Second time might work like a charm. But yeah, I feel like he's gonna send a note over to the Grey household begging for someone to come over and help him with this little girl. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna spawn, oh no, not you. Belle or Abigail? Which one's the nice one out of these two Sims? I don't remember. Let's spawn them both. I think it's Abigail who's the nice one. Yeah, and Belle's like really, actually quite a nasty piece of work. If I'm remembering that correctly. Where's my spreadsheet? My spreadsheet will tell me. Actually, they're both a little bit... They're both a little bit nasty, but Abigail's probably the slightly less nasty one. So Abigail her traits are loves the cold, evil, clumsy, and earthy. Belle's traits are insane, neurotic, clumsy, and mean-spirited. So she's, she's not very nice. So let's just clear off Belle. So Abigail has answered the call to come over and help Eduart out with this new daughter that he suddenly had dumped into his life. And she's like, oh my God, that's so dramatic. I can't believe that. That's totally crazy. You know what? Don't worry about a thing. I'll bake a pie. I'll take care of this child. You go ahead and head to work. I've totally got this covered. And he is going to like really appreciate that she's gonna do this for him. Let's just talk a little more. He's like, I've really got to go to the market. I've got this fabulous new cooking ingredient. It's called salt. Are we sure we want either one of these looking after the baby? Probably not. Probably not. He can marry her, the baby will have an evil stepmother. That's my plan, Jitset. Yes, it will, Tiana. It will. No, she's not already married or betrothed. Yes, the whole neighborhood will eventually become more modern. Eventually, we'll move it into the Regency era. Okay, well, they're not getting along very well, which is a little awkward. I was hoping they would get along a little better, so that she would be willing to take care of the kids. Okay, the baby is also crying upstairs and not having a good time. But yeah, he's gonna be like, I've really got to get over to the market. I've got this fabulous new thing called salt that I need to get for sale. And yeah, if these two end up having a good relationship, I can totally see this being a worthwhile match for Abigail. For sure. Let me just double check he's got coffee beans. Has he actually got the salt in his inventory? He's got a lot of stuff in his inventory. Yeah, he's got 7 bulk sacks of salt in his inventory. Morning, Mino. How's it going? How's your week been? How's your break going? And how long are you on break for? Again, I wasn't quite paying attention. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I really do want her to watch the kids, but I think, am I remembering this correctly, they need to be friends in order for her to be able to, like, ask to watch kids. Just started break? Okay. Not sure how long yet, maybe a few weeks. Okay. I mean, Charlene might do it. Charlene might come over and watch the baby. Because Charlene is now the owner of the orphanage. So she might do it, and they're almost friends. So maybe that would be easier than trying to get Abigail to do it. I was just hoping to start a little bit of a relationship between these two Sims. It's okay, she's here now. Can we, like, gesture? Kiss, kiss, darling. Aw, Tiana, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. I really appreciate that. Welcome into the tea party. Enjoy your emotes. There we go, tea-emojis. That's what I was looking for. That are available there for you in chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Oh, is that right, Jitset? Huh. Isn't that fascinating? Good old Brothers Grimm. Alright, let's try talking to her a little bit more. I know you're screaming, Josephine. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll just cheat their relationship up a little bit, just so that they, like, she's able to watch the baby for us, because otherwise we're gonna miss out on this entire day of work. So maybe I'll just bump it up a little bit. And then let's ask to watch kids. Hopefully she says yes. Ah, no worries, Gabby. Thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime on for 6 months. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Did she say yes? I hope she did. Okay, let's go. Let's go out. In reality, he probably would miss an entire day. Yeah, probably. But in my game, that's half a year. Or like, not half a year. 2/3 of a year. Hey, Ruby. What you doing? Wanna say hello to everybody? What's going on? Ooh. Got a little puppy doggy on the floor here. Hey, Lady Raven Dancer, I'm doing well. How are you? I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. What I really wanted to do today, I didn't even necessarily want to open the business. I just wanted him to come in and restock, so we're ready to open tomorrow. You want a little doggy fix there, Gabby? Sure. Ruby, come here. Ruby, come here. Come here. Oh, you would. 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 Oh, you wo Oh, he's a Ruby. Hello, guys. Let's just make you a little bigger. Hey, look at the puppy belly. Look at the puppy's belly. So if you have not been to my stream before, I have 4 dogs, and you can redeem to see them at any point in time. This one is Ruby. She's my little Maltese cross silky terrier. Ah, big yawn. She's my little shadow. She never leaves my side. She's wherever I am, you will find Ruby if I'm at home. Good girl. Good girl. Hello. She's very ready to be a big sister, I think. She loves a cuddle. Ruby is the most timid out of all of our dogs. She's always freaked out by everything, but she's a real sweetheart. You're trying to figure out what to have for breakfast? If it's cold, I can never go past toast. Oh, you're sleepy. You're so tired. Oh, look at her. She's like, I'm so happy I'm in my mommy's arms. Oh, Ruby Roo. Yeah. I know, you're a good girl. Maltese Silky's such a cute cross, yeah. Look at this. She's like, I like this spot. I will sleep here. Oh, darling. Oh, really? She gave birth and said sadly the baby was allergic to the dogs. Oh, no. Oh, that's horrible. Having babies is scary. Oh, gosh, I hope Aiden's not allergic to dogs. All right, darling, you can go down there. Good girl. Go hop in your bed. That would be, like, an absolute disaster for me. Yeah, no more Sims, just cuddles. Alright, so let's see. We've got some restocking to do here. So, okay. We've got bulk sacks of coffee beans. What is this? I don't know what that is. Hang on. That's a coffee sack bulk. Coffee bean bulk sack. Okay. So what else are we meant to have over here? We're meant to have a bunch of like herbs, spices, and tea. Meant to have more firewood over here. So maybe some of these tables we could have some more of our goods that we now have available. We've got a bunch of oranges and apples. We've got some herbs. Got a hare carcass. Beautiful. Got some tomatoes. We've got fish. Okay, so let's get some fish onto these shelves. That'd be good. Oh, we've got some nice baskets that we can sell. Okay, I like that. Let's put them down like here. We need a little table maybe for the baskets, like a little display. Oh yeah, okay, so these big stacks of logs we can break up into smaller ones and sell, so that'd be good. Let's get some eggs for sale over here. We got pole beans, more herbs and spices. We've got fresh sheep milk that we can separate into milk and cream. We've got a bull. If anyone wants to buy a bull, we got one of those. And then, yeah, our salt we're going to get for sale over here too. Dogs over babies? Oh, really? That's so cute, Lady Raven Dancer. Yeah, that's true, Jet Set. They would be very expensive. Oops. Yeah, anything fresh at this time of year would be very expensive. But okay, so, woohoo! Let's sell some salt. I'm so excited. Alright, yeah, let's see if we can get... Let's see if we can just get a little display thing for the baskets to sit on. I can't see. Just thinking, yeah, even something like this is kind of fun. And like this. Ooh, what are the slots on these objects? That's kind of cool. Let's get some baskets for sale. Though these headphones, yeah, these are super comfy headphones, Tiana. These headphones are designed for music mixing, like audio mixing, like professional audio mixing. And they're very like squishy and soft. They're called DT990 Pros, and I got them because I did a lot of research into a pair of headphones that I would be able to wear with my glasses, and that would not put so much pressure on the sides of my head that my glasses dug in and gave me a headache. Salt would be expensive. Salt as a currency. Okay, we can make salt expensive. Okay, so what I want to do is just see if he can go around. Let's, oh, we need him to actually... Wait up, I need a woodshed so he can convert the wood. Can I hear much around me? I can hear enough around me. Try to convince your mate to call her kid Mortimer. I just read that. That's funny. Do it. Yeah, no, I can hear what's going on around me pretty well. But they're still headphones, so they do block out a fair bit of noise. I would not call them completely noise cancelling. Like, I wouldn't rank them as noise cancelling. Where's the woodshed? Everyone in City is going nuts over the price of lettuce at the moment. Yeah! No, I heard that. I heard that it's like, oopsie. God. That's terrifying. I heard that it's really, really expensive right now. It's okay here. I bought some lettuce yesterday because I made salad for the dinner last night and it was fine. So I was like, oh well. Okay, does anybody know where the little woodshed is? Do you know what I mean? Like the converter for converting large stacks into small stacks of wood. It's not this. That's like the pigsty. Casey's using cabbage instead of lettuce. Ew. Really, Joe? Oops. Big oops from your hubby there. Let's see if I can find it in my collection folders. Candle crafting, market vendors, winemaking, tea, coffee, preserves, rock crafting, salt, great grains, archery. Would it be in... Oh, unless maybe it's not actually available on community lots. Maybe it's not available on community lots, that woodshed. Now that's annoying. Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll just have to get him to convert those when he gets home. Okay, now this bull is also going to need some food and water while it's just hanging out here in its little enclosure. So can I... Oh, it's going to be a bit tricky. Okay, maybe we'll just... I don't know. The bull will be fine. The bull will be fine. If it looks like it's about to die, I'll put it back in his inventory. Hey, J249, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. You once made a sandwich with cabbage, thinking it was lettuce and it was awful. Ugh. Okay, so let's just get him to restock a bit. So what is this? Yeah, let's get him to restock. Because I want to have everything that we can have restocked ready to go for tomorrow, which will be our next market day. Okay. And so straight away you go to try to restock the things that you do not have in your inventory. Great. Good job, Eduart. What are you doing? Wait, why are you here? Wait, we're closed. What the hell? The business is meant to be shut right now. Hang on. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. I don't know why there's people here. Well, we'll close and be cashier because apparently we've got some people needing to check things out. And Abigail, aren't you at home looking after my baby? Jeez. Okay. Here it's just 2 different aisles in the grocery store. I don't know, I can't say I've ever bought Chinese cabbage, but I think you can buy it just from the fruit and veg section of Woolies here in Australia. You have different markets or stores with exclusively Asian foods. I can imagine some big supermarkets having both here, but still not common. Oh, there you go. We definitely have, like, Asian markets here as well. The best one was shortly after we got married, and I asked for Christmas crackers, and he came home with a variety of crackers to eat. Aww. And you were after bonbons, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I guess so, Alex. Abigail was like, I need supplies to care for your child, dude. Okay, well, let's just manually restock then, because he's being an idiot. So, let me see. All of those are out of stock, right? Okay, so let's get... We've got all these like random berries for sale. Oh, we got some mushrooms. Oh, that's fun. Sell some mushrooms. These I will separate. We've got some anise. We've got tea. Love our tea. We've got chamomile. Arnica. The pole beans we could potentially pack up into like a proper thing. We got that as well. We've got lots of thyme. We've got lots of mint. We've also got a fair bit of ginger that we can sell. There we go. Okay, so come over here. No. Separate milk and cream. There you go. The other day I forgot to put in a comma. I had to... Wait. I had down rice and popcorn. And he was trying to find popcorn rice. Joe, is your husband okay? I think he needs some lessons in how to shop. That's hilarious. What a goob. Oh, all husbands really are goobs. Like we were talking about the other day when I posted the picture of Paul putting Skittles into the baby carrier. And I was like, you're such a goob. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's looking good. We now have things... Oh, no, I just accidentally... Oh, jeez. Accidentally set all of those things as expensive. I didn't mean to do that. We're not quite at that point yet where our business can set everything as expensive. Although the milk and cream we don't have much of, so maybe we'll leave that as expensive for now. There we go. You know, I'm about to expose male trickery here. We make sure we do stuff wrong so you never ask us to do it again. That's how I avoided making cups of tea at home for years. The truth comes out, Alex. The truth comes out. I can't believe this. This is outrageous. This is a scandal. All right, let's head back home. We've got the place stocked up as well as I want it to be stocked up for today. You knew it! Oh, that's funny. That's true, Jitset. There is cauliflower rice. Goob is a good description of that poor man in a Woolies. My dad once thought I missed a comma at a grocery list, but I didn't. So he bought peaches and lemon iced tea when I wanted peach iced tea. Wasn't too bad though. Oh, not too bad. Well, 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 well. We're on triple speed there. Okay, well, she's feeding the child, so good job. I think the child actually needs her diaper changed, Abigail. So if you could get... Hey, there you go. Kitchen floor, because why not? That's good, yeah. My husband's pretty good at the grocery store. He's been fending for himself for long enough that he can find things in the grocery store, and he can usually read a shopping list pretty well. So I'll give him that. Ooh, gingerbread loaf cake type thing. It really surprised me when he made it. Nice. I was tricked for ages, being told, ooh, Alex, you make the best tea, until I realized it was a trick to get me to make tea, so I started making it bad. I don't believe this. I mean, I do believe it, but also I don't believe it. Hendrik. No, thank you. Also, that reminds me, yeah, we got our nappy bin delivered this week. All the essentials just being ticked off one by one, so we've got the bin for the nappies now. Paul was not super excited about that one. Because we got this like, oh no, my tissue box is empty. It came in this giant box from Amazon, and it was like, oh, what is it, what is it, what is it? And I was like, oh, I think that's our nappy bin. He was like, great. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose, sorry guys. Oh, I don't know how to do washing. Does liquid go in this section? What does this button do? Mum replying, oh, I'll just do it. Yep. Oh, that's fair enough, Jitset. Although Audi, for me, is stressful. Oh, good. Thank you so much for watching the kid for me, Abigail. Really appreciate it. Let's dismiss her as a nanny. Look, we want to ask us him on a date. Konnichi. Bye. Say goodbye. Hey, Fenella. Hey, neighbory Lou. Neighbor do. Let's greet Fenella Welsie. Let's be like, oh, hey, how's your life? So this morning I woke up and there was a baby outside. How are you? Or not. Or we could just stand here awkwardly. There we go. Weaponized incompetence is not as funny as it sounds. No. That is... Gabby, that is, ask to watch kids. Oh my god, Fenella, are you flirting with me right now? She totally is. Holy moly. Yeah, it's, ask to watch kids unlocked. So, it was a feature that came with Apartment Life. You could ask your neighbors to watch your kids for you. So I have a mod that unlocks it so, yeah, watch kids enabled is what it's called, I think. Hendrik? Oh, there you go. Joe's got a link for you. Naturally. Let's just have a chat. Let's be like, you would never believe what happened to me today. I've had the craziest day ever. Yeah. No, I find Audi very confusing and overwhelming. I'm like, what is the logic to this store? I can't understand this. This is chaos. Oh, okay. There might be, I'm not sure. Fenella, she is in a relationship with a townie. Let's see if this guy, Camden Summers is his name. See if I've got a little picky for you. This guy right here, Camden Summers. Yeah, Fenella is in a relationship with him, thinking about making things serious, but she's also extremely, independent. She don't need no man, so we'll see how that goes. I guess we'll go ahead and keep this nice basket that we got as a bonus with the baby, and, put that in our inventory. It's true, she did get her name, the Link Queen. Oh, there you go. No, see, I don't want... Yeah, no, Charlotte, I don't want her and Eduart together because they both individually run a very important business in the town. So it would be really difficult to have them as a couple because the weekly market needs to open and run every day, preferably, and the butcher needs to open and run every day, preferably. Does that make sense? So I would not want to pair up Eduart and Fenella. So that's why I never really considered making them a couple. Also, how much money did we make today? I think we made a bit. We'll have to check that when we go back to the business tomorrow. Alright, let's go up here and check on our daughter. See if we can bond with her a little bit. Maybe we can give her a little cuddle and play with her a little bit. Good old Midge. Just fixing everything and updating everything for people. I do love that the modders, like the modern Sims 2 modders, are updating some of these really useful older mods. So handy. Aw, little playtime. That's very cute. Look at them. He's like, I guess I could love you, baby girl. Let's give her a little cuddle as well. Oh, stretch break from Lord Crumps. Thank you very much. Let's pause. This is a cute picture. Wait. I'm just going to take a picture. There we go. I think 5 or 6 is right, Tiana. Okay, everybody reach up their arm behind their back, behind their shoulder, one hand behind the shoulder, and pull on the elbow to give their arm a nice stretch. Feeling good? Oh, yep. And then we'll do this on this side as well. Stretch out those arms, stretch out those shoulders, stretch out that neck. And then reach the hands together behind the back and stretch. Oh, that's a good stretch. And a hydrate, thank you. Low-key bummed that the kids want sanity mods were never updated. But there's worse. I'm not sure what those mods are, Hendrik. You have the stay late option and it's loaded near the bottom. Yeah, you could try reordering the mods. Not sure. I'm honestly not sure how late my nannies will stay. Like, I don't know how late they would stay if I just left them. Okay, let's put Josephine back in her crib. Come down and make ourselves something to eat for dinner. Unless we might have leftovers. Oh, there was 2 hydrates. Sorry. Thank you, Joe and Jitset. Appreciate that. I think I've been quite dehydrated the last few days, so yeah, need to make sure I'm drinking a lot. Oh, the mods made the have 10 kids and 20 grandkids reduced to half. That does seem a lot more reasonable, Hendrik. He might be one of those true love Sims. He is actually extremely shy and a Virgo. I think I was definitely considering giving him the hopeless romantic trait so that he is more of a true love Sim. Because I feel like when a Sim is quite shy and serious, like Eduart is, he's probably actually really not looking for that serial romantic life. Reading is hard. It is hard. I agree, Jitset. I think we were talking about that next stream. I think we were talking about that last stream with when we were playing Eduart. We were debating if we should give him that hopeless romantic trait or not. I think most of you guys were in favor, but do feel free to let me know in chat right now. I think he should have the hopeless romantic trait. So yeah, he wants a one true love rather than a serial romance life. Tidiana Summer Dream is on track to adopting 10 kids in your Veronaville. Goodness. I could definitely see the Summer Dreams being that family, though. Is he a family secondary? Let's have a look. Yeah, he is a family secondary. He is a family secondary. So yeah, I think we should give him the hopeless romantic trait. Christina has redeemed accent time. Do you have a particular accent you would like to hear? Or I could do American, although I may offend a lot of you in chat, and you might be like, that's really bad. Don't do that. Or I can do English. Those are my main two. English is a lot more comfortable for me. And in this case, I'll be offending Lord Crumps, but he might be like, actually, that's pretty sick. Like, that's pretty cool. Didn't know you could do that. Vegemite, toast and pineapple melon and ginger jam. Make it so, right. Alright, so let's give him the hopeless romantic trait then. Let's do that. Thank you so much for the clap. Really appreciate that. I can try, but I'm not as good at a US accent. No, that wasn't good. Wait. I have to hear an American accent and then I can imitate it. Wait. Okay, so let's just put that in his inventory. There we go. I would not be offended if you tried an Australian accent. I'd love to hear it. It'd be so funny. Wait, you want me to do an Australian accent? I mean, like, that's how I talk, so. I don't know, Gabby, if my, like, English accent is anything. Do like a strong Aussie accent. Right, okay guys, so let's play some more Sims. So we're gonna clean up this plate, and I don't know what Eduart wants to do tonight, you know? Like, he could try to go on a date with someone, but he's got this baby upstairs now, so he can't just go up and leave, can he? It's true. It's a lot more easy to go from Australian to British than it is to go from Aussie to American. Like, it's just really hard. Actually, have you guys seen the latest Jimmy Reese video when he did Meanwhile Around the World? And he did all these different accents, and it was really cool. And so, a funny thing as well about South Australia in particular is South Australians are the most English out of anyone in Australia. So, in South Australia, when you first come here, we're really pommy. You hear us talk and you're like, wait, are you English or are you Australian? But no, we're Australian. We're just a bit pommy though. Let's have him read a book or something, shall we? Yeah, that's good stuff. 9 out of 10 times when I speak to Americans, they all think I'm Australian. Really? Yeah, you have a super posh UK accent, Alex. You're like all proper spoken and stuff. You're like very English, actually. I'm Alex. I'm Lord Crumps. Welcome to the Crumpet party. Yeah, Beth loves tea. Yeah. Oh, really, Jordan? You're a Queenslander who lived in the UK, then noticed I was an Aussie. Oh, no. Yeah, no, Gabby, you don't have the posh accent. Uh-oh, Josephine's screaming. Let's change her diaper. Also, yes, welcome to the stream, by the way, Jordan. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're doing well. Your accent's like the Starks from Game of Thrones. It is. Absolutely. I might stop doing funny accents now. You've been lurking for far too long? Well, it's good to have you chatting, but you never have to feel the pressure to chat. It's all good. From where I'm from, we actually do use the words crikey and mate. Well, yeah, no, when I grew up in the country in New South Wales, and then we moved to South Australia when I was 11, and the difference in the accent was quite noticeable. When people do British, they seem to add more U sounds in the words. They do. Yeah, Pastel, when I went to Arizona, half the people thought I was English. Yeah. And I'm saying that, I think that's especially because the South Australian accent in particular is a lot less... It's a lot less ochre than the rest of Australia. The rest of Australia is kind of like this. And we talk real Aussie, but in Adelaide, in South Australia, we have a lot more of like an English influence over our accent. Like, there's a couple of really big differences, like, dance, plant, and those kinds of word. In South Australia, it's dance and plant, whereas in New South Wales, it was like, oh yeah, let's dance, or like, oh yeah, nice house plants, instead of, yeah, pool. You got to do the ool. Oh, let's get the togs and go to the pool. I know I'm on 3-speed. It's nighttime. Everybody's sleeping. Let's go ahead and hit save. One of your favorite Disney vloggers, Adam Hatton, is from the UK, but I don't know how posh his accent is. You should tune into a Lord Crump stream, because, yeah, he's very posh. The Brit said, what's a T and an R? What's a T? Yeah, like what? What? Instead of what? And in America, it's like, what? What do you mean? That's crazy. American accents, we talk more from the back versus British accents talk more from the front, if that makes sense. Like the letter R we pronounce more clearly, while British and Australia drop the R. Depending though, isn't it like the Boston accent is the only American accent that the R's aren't like really pronounced? Is it like the Boston, New York instead of New York? New York? Isn't that a thing? Water instead of water. Yeah. Adam Hatton is very well spoken. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's give Josephine a cuddle, take her down for a bottle. They pronounce vowels differently, yeah. No worries, Hendrik. I hope you have a great night's sleep, and we'll see you next time. Okay, let's feed a bottle to Josephine. Night, 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 night. Good night. Sleep tight. Gabby and Alex are like, yeah, should really be getting to bed as well. I'm really tired too. I think today might be a nap kind of day for me. I was up so late because we got back from my sister's place at like 10:30ish, and then we lay in bed, we watched the latest Obi-Wan episode. So good, loved it. And then we just got to chatting, like hubby and I. We were just chatting for ages about like our life and like the baby being born and like money and jobs and Paul's business and like ways we might be able to expand Paul's business, because he really wants to drum up some more like clientele and stuff. Convert these, yeah. So yeah, we ended up just talking for like hours. So then I didn't get to sleep till like, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning. Whoopsie. Boston is non-rhotic, and most other American accents are very rhotic. Am I saying that word right? I don't even know. So one of the most Australian words I've ever heard in my life was a town name. And this town name is near where my extended family live, in the country in New South Wales. And the town name is Moombaldool. And I'll put that in chat for you guys. This is a real town in Australia, in the country. And we drove through it on the way to visit them a few years ago. And we were just like, Moombaldool. How do you say this? How do you say Moombaldool? Moombaldool. And so we got to my uncle's place and we're like, Uncle Michael, how do you say this word? And he was like, yeah, Moombaldool. It's like, what is this word? Oh dear. Classic Australian town name. Griffith. If you know Griffith in the Riverina jet set. It's quite close to Griffith. What's really funny is that I had to call Mum's brother to update him on Mother. On Mother? Sorry. And my mum and uncle are from Cockney, London. Oh no. So when I was speaking to him, he's like, hello bruv, isn't it? Proper Cockney rhyming slang. And there's me like, oh hello, I'm just calling to update the siblings on Deborah's current medical situation. That's awesome. That's so good. I love that. Oh, I'm so distracted by chat. Let's have some breakfast. Who are we going to get over to watch the kid today? I guess we can get Abigail over again to watch our daughter while we go to work. Depending on the region you live in America, yes, the call accents can differ. Yeah. You're from the South. Your accent is slightly Southern. The New England area where New York and Boston, their accent is slightly more on the English side, kind of. Yeah. Humpy Bong is a town in Queensland. Brilliant. Yeah, definitely, Gabby. Definitely, yeah. The UK is crazy with the amount of, like, variation in the accents. Absolutely. Ruby, do you want to go out, sweetie? Okay, wait. Ruby wants to go out, guys. Hold on. Oh. Come on, sweeties. Go see. Back on my ball. Tassie has some eyebrow raising town names as well. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna spawn in Abigail again. She's gonna be taking care of our baby most days, I think, while we go to work. So let's maybe like gossip with her. And then, oh, actually, let's do like a gesture. Let's do a kiss, kiss, darling. Sausage Gully. You're from Arizona, and I didn't think you were from the UK, Beth. Knew it was different. Definitely thought you were Australian, but could tell your accent wasn't as thick. Yeah, yeah. I've driven through Cullen jet set. I've been there. Ben Bullen and Cullen Bullen, yeah. Family names. Yeah. Boobs flat. Oh, Tasmania, what are you doing? What are you doing with your lives, Tassie? Oh, she was already looking after the baby. Oh, good job, Abigail. Thank you so much. Alright, hold on. We need to just do gesture. Kiss, kiss, darling. And then let's ask her to watch our kid again. We'll have to send her a little money at the end of the round for being our babysitter. But she seems happy enough to do it, so that's nice. Let's just go and really quickly get dressed. We're a little bit late for opening the market, but that's okay. Then we'll go ahead and walk over to our lot and let's open up for business. You struggle between Australian, New Zealand, and South African sometimes. I struggle between Kiwi and South African sometimes, Gabby. And honestly, some British accents. Yeah. No, I get that. I struggle sometimes with, yeah, the difference between Kiwi and South African. But it is different. I really admire people who can do both accents. It's quite impressive. Alright, so it's Mamang kakam parang kantanya. Wow. So what's the nickname for that town, Joe? You always want to say Ben Bullen with the bull like a male cat. Oh, like Ben Bullen and Cullen Bullen as I said it right. Washing on radiators on heat for 30 minutes and I can turn heating off and go to bed. Yay! You can't do any other accents, Lord Crumps? What? But you're a flight attendant. You travel all over the world. You should be able to do all the accents. Do you ever talk to someone on a plane and you're just like, I love the way you speak? Really, Joe? That's an actual name of a place? Wow. If people with some Southern British accents talk with inflections at the end of their sentences like questions, they sound Australian. Oh, there you go. I can do well-spoken gay English guy and well-spoken straight English guy. Fair enough. That's brilliant. Wait, are we frozen? Hello. Okay, we're fine. All right, the business is open. How exciting. Let's see. Hey, Stanley Irwin. Oh no, what's going on? What is this? Problem executing script, runtime, shopping bargain get? What the heck? I've never seen that error before. Okay, well Daniel Marshall is here and he's the town reviewer, so we could go and do a basic sell to him. Oh, that's in South Australia? I had no idea. Your Tannoy voice is good. I'm proud of that. Do you have like a super special flight attendant voice as well, Alex? It's like the customer service voice. Stanley Irwin, why are you here looking at these subpar like greens and groceries when you should have all the fresh ones? Oh yeah, we had some berries to sell as well. Let's put those out to sell, 'cause we might as well. If I can find them. Yeah. There we go. See if anyone wants to buy those. Your plain voice, yeah. When I worked in retail and had to do announcements, all of my colleagues would be like, it feels like I'm on a plane. You can never do accents when I try to, but sometimes you'll just start talking to myself or even thinking in a different accent really well. If I watch, if I watch 2 Plumbella videos in a row, I will be speaking like Plumbella in my internal monologue for the next 3 days. I am a bit of I call it I'm like an accent chameleon. Like I'll just sort of like slurp in the accents and I'll just start doing them. When I was in Arizona, it was so hard to not start speaking like everybody else. And I was like, no. Don't offend the nice American people by imitating their accent very badly. 'Cause yeah, I do that. Yeah. Same, Lilypod, yeah. Special voice for work and special voices for on the phone at work and for announcements at work, yep. I think it's your fault I sometimes think in Aussie accents. Yes! I'm infiltrating the world. Oh, may I help you? It's at the point where you read about someone who's a Brit and Plumbella's voice will just come to me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we just got business rank 4! Yes! Okay, let's do, let's go up the perception tree a little. Oh no, the reputation tree would be good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and it's like certain phrases and words in particular, Lilypod, that I'll just be like, oh, hello, I'm Plumbella now. You lived in Melbourne and worked in a call centre. An old guy phoned in and picked up on your New Zealand accent. And I don't know why, but I said, sorry. And he was like, oh, well, you can't help it. You were born. You're like, yeah, no, I am from New Zealand. Sorry. That's funny. Why did you feel the need to apologize? Whenever your boyfriend hears any accent, he gets triggered, and in normal conversation, he will have an accent that is not US. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Minnow has a lovely, lovely Kiwi accent. Okay, let's see. How are we doing? Looks like the business is going well so far today. I haven't really been paying that much attention. So yesterday we earned 492 simoleons. Okay, that's good. Just put that in there. Let's see how much we can earn today. South African accents I find really hard to understand. What are you doing? No. Ring up the customers, please. Stop playing with Dakota. Eduart. Doggo. You're very distracting right now. Dakota's like, I'm helping. No, you're not helping. You had a South African teacher years ago. While you could understand her face to face, it was a different story over the phone. Yeah. Have you heard of the roadman accent? That's how all of my school peers sound. Me and my bestie stood out like a sore thumb. I haven't heard of the roadman accent. So embarrassing having to ask her to repeat stuff. Oh, what can you do though? We could be watching Pirates of the Caribbean. He will be talking piratey like Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah, of course. One does not simply watch Pirates of the Caribbean without starting to speak like Captain Jack Sparrow. Do we have one of these tables? That's a fish pack. Where's the gardening one? It's gonna be in here somewhere, won't it? Why are my recolors for this? I thought I had recolors for this. Oh no. Okay, I wanted to buy this to see if we could pack a crate of tomatoes. Who watched that trial? What a circus. I did not watch it, but I followed the headlines on it. Something else vanished? I don't know if they vanished or I just never put them in this downloads folder, Joe. Yeah, I saw photos, I saw clips, I saw headlines, all that kind of thing. Okay, so we've also got 15 tasty oranges. I wonder if we can pack a crate of oranges? Let's see. It was crazy, yeah. You had a friend who had a very broad Australian accent. She married a Californian. They lived in Arizona for 10 years, then moved to New Zealand. Yeah, she would have a very interesting accent now. If she's anything like me, because she would have picked up just like bits of it. Yeah, it looked nuts. I'm so glad he won as well. But it looked like something that, to be honest, would just stress me out. Like I didn't really have much of a desire to watch it because I was like, this just looks like I'm gonna watch it and get really stressed. I think we can do another crate of tomatoes too. Yeah, let's do another crate of tomatoes. Link sent. Excellent. We'll watch that in just a sec, Lord Crumps. Oh, someone's bought a basket. Oh, nice. How exciting. Okay, some of these things we're not going to be able to restock, so we'll delete those. Oh, Ornell Highland needs help. Hang on. We have to go and help Ornell. Okay, and then what I want to do is just get these crates that I just packed out and for sale. Because these should sell pretty well. I'll put them on the top of these shelves. Yeah. There we go. Set them for sale. Excellent. Watch it later if you want and laugh. Would love to see you try to copy it. No, we'll watch it in a minute. We'll watch it after we finish with this business day and I'll see if I can do it. That poor man had the most embarrassing thing talked about in a court. I know. I know. Like, to have your whole, like, personal life just exposed like that, like, dude. There's a guy on Love Island UK who's a mix between Irish London and, like, Nigerian. Oh my gosh, how on earth would you be able to, like, understand that? Yay, thank you for my good review, Daniel Marshall. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's go and ring up the customers again. He listened to most of it. It was so bizarre. Did you guys hear that I saw a headline, I don't know if this is true, but apparently he's thinking of dropping the requirement for her to, like, pay him X amount of dollars or whatever. Because he was like, this was never really about money, it was about restoring my reputation, and, like, that's done. So if he does that, like, that's incredible. Really hard to understand him sometimes. The stupid app is, it's on, doesn't have subtitles. Oh, annoying. Okay, it is 5 PM, so we're gonna go ahead and close the business. Real quick, and then we'll ring up Ornell. Sorry, just, okay, well. Close. And then we'll ring up Stanley. What is going on here? Is this normal? Has that always been bright yellow? I don't know, whatever. Oh, hi, Donnie. So I've been starting to try and get a neighborhood started to be really integrated. It's got to be a lot of work. I really love how Annie has her Pleasant View set up. Yeah, integrated hoods are amazing. They do take a lot of setup, but they're worth it if you can get there for sure. Alright, so what did we earn today? We earned a lot of money today. 1,100 simoleons. Woohoo! That's actually very, very good. You're building in Sims 3. Is it bad to say you've spent almost 5 hours working on a coffee shop and bakery? Not at all. Why would that be bad? That sounds epic. Okay, let's go ahead and... oops. Use the toilet. We are busting. Donnie, why are you upset that we're out of stock when the market is literally closed? Go on. Ruby, stop scratching at my door. You don't want to know how long my wildlife park is going to take? I just love how much Annie's integrated all of the townies. Like, that's something I really want to draw from for my Pleasant View Season 2 when I eventually get to that in like 3 years. Let's walk home. But yeah, I really do want to have some of those like townie families and have them have their own like backstory and lore and... oh, it's just, yeah, that's really fun to me. You have a ton of recolors to do? Well, recolors are fun. We're just waiting for Lord Donald Farquaad to get the crap out of the weekly market, which is closed, so we can actually go home. Being so indecisive, I must have torn down and rebuilt the front building about 5 times. Oh, Joe, just stick with it, hun. I'm sure it looks wonderful. Yeah, you love that too? Yeah, it's so fun. It's just like such a cool idea. Townies I marry in or the Academy Latour pre-mades still don't feel the same as the Veronaville pre-mades to you? Yeah. No one would want to see you build? Okay, let's just pause. We're gonna... oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Game! Game, why? Oh no! Let's reload. Oh no! I was gonna take a break anyway to watch Alex's Roadman accent video that he sent me. Let's see if the game will save. It will. Okay, let's quit. Good lord, that was a bit terrifying. Okay, wait. How to speak like a roadman. This ought to be fun. Just while we reload the game, because it decided to all go to pot. Let's see. So let's pause.
Right, class, so today we're gonna learn how to speak like roadmen. Shut up and sit down. Oh my god, before we start, where the fuck is that fat cunt?
Sorry, I'm late, sir.
Sit down.
Whoa! Language, Alex! Language! You did not warn me! Whoa! We don't use that language in the Addict streams. That was terrible. PG stream, mate, isn't it? Yeah. You're starting from an empty Pleasant View, slowly going to add Sims one by one. Yeah. It'll take you a while, but it will be worth it. 100%. Love that picture of you and Paul. Me too. We look so happy.
Wears a certain attire of clothing, smokes weed, carries around a shank, and uses...
I don't think this video is PG. I'm going to have to watch that later. Alex. I'm going to have to watch that video later. That's hilarious. Oh, you said in Discord? Oh, I didn't read. Sorry. Okay, so is this one better? Is this other one better? Sorry, I didn't read the actual message. I just clicked on the video link, so that's probably my bad. Not this one? Try the Facebook one? Wait, what's the Facebook one? Oh, this one? Hold on.
Hey, welcome back to This Morning.
Yeah, welcome back. Now, with the summer well on its way, you might be looking for some fashion inspiration.
Oh man, I know I am. Delighted to be joined by a new fashion expert to share his fashion tips.
Oh, lovely to see you.
Oh, go on.
Hey. Oh, it's
Big
lovely.
Dermot, you know.
Yes.
You saying Alison Hammond, you know. Obviously, like, I got some young G's and that are gonna come and do a little fashion thing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you look like a fashionable guy. You love those socks, looking.
So I'm guessing it's this guy that I'm supposed to try to imitate, the guy in the hoodie.
Good.
Nah, you know what? Secretly, like, my mum put the she on a dark wash and that, innit? And then I'm not gonna lie, they come out a bit brown and that. You see what I'm saying? Like, man can't be in with the doo-doo socks, you know what I'm saying?
Let's see one of your first models.
All right, cool. This is one of my young G's, yeah? This is like a real summer look. So you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, you're doing a little young.
You know what I'm saying? Like, boom.
Hyde Park and that. So I'm
Hyde
saying,
Park and
very
that.
casual
Yeah,
and
innit?
Walk on, my brother. You're all right though, yeah? I see
You're
you,
right though, yeah?
Where can people get this outfit?
I'm a man of the people, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a man of the
Pop down
people.
market and get this one.
Nice. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care, my brother, yeah?
Oh,
Cool though,
lovely.
brother, yeah?
Who's next?
All right, cool. So I'm gonna bring up my other young G now, yeah? Now, my man comes out, hey, you...
Is this accent like, is this pure English roadman? Or has he kind of got like a little bit of something else mixed in there? Like, to me, and this might be really offensive, and I don't mean this in an offensive way, so I'm sorry if this offends. It sounds like the English accent, like the Cockney English accent, meshed with Jamaican. It's like if you took those two accents and just went, pfft, that's this accent. So cool.
Gotta give him some boop, boop for that, yeah? Because this
Yeah.
outfit, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Good.
saying, bruv. This
That's what
outfit
I'm
now,
saying, bruv, yeah.
Obviously, got the man bag and that. Don't try to
Got the
open
man bag and
though,
that,
my
yeah.
brother, We ain't telling them, cuz.
We ain't telling them, cuz.
Do your thing, though. But come off the TV, though, because you're getting too much screen time.
It's the
So this is
Jamaican
the last
immigrant
one. This is
accent
a
after a
real summer.
generation or
So
two
I'm
in
saying,
London.
you hold out for the
Yeah.
beach. So I'm saying, like, you chuck on the sliders.
Yeah, so
Man, like,
would
Chuck
you
on-
still
chuck on
wear
the
socks if
sliders.
you was on the beach?
100% you can't be showing the toes on the road.
100% can't be
One minute a man's
challenging.
like, "Rah, like, where you from?"
He
Then man's
talks
like,
really
"Rah,
fast
look
and
at
real
your
clips,
bunions."
doesn't it? Isn't it? He talks really fast and the words are really short.
Yeah? Say no more, my brother. I'm a buck you still.
I'm no fashion expert.
Yeah, that's amazing. What an accent. That's so cool. But then white British chavs copy it and it's so cringe. I can imagine, yeah. White people have this accent too, so it's quite common. It reminds me of like in Kingsman, how Taron Egerton's character talks at the start of Kingsman with have you guys seen that movie? It's got like Colin Firth. Is that his name? Sorry, my brain's not really working right now, so I'm struggling to think of names. So it's called the Roadman accent. Well, yeah, Alex, if you and your mate were talking like you guys talk, in a class full of people talking like that, I can definitely see how you guys would have stuck out like a sore thumb. So cringe, but you love it. It's called Roadman, and people who hang out on the roads usually have this accent. Yeah, it's like you got to talk really fast, so you got to like clip off all your words, isn't it? Yeah, mate. That's really cool, isn't it? Like you only really, I don't know. It's like you only sort of say half the word almost, and then the rest of it you just leave for the other person to try to fill in in their brain. Taron Egerton, yeah. Egerton. It's the Ali G accent. I thought it was just Shav speak and not even an accent, but now I'm hearing how it is an accent. It's just so widely imitated. Yeah. Alright, my game seems to have recovered. So that's good. Alright, so he's going to be gone for hours, so hopefully Abigail will take good care of baby Josephine, who has a stinky diaper. Hey, Abby, that's your cue, love. Good job, Abigail. There's a change table, right? You just... What? Clearly, Abigail just wet her diaper while she was in the middle of being changed. But I love how there's a change table right here, and Abigail's just like, the floor's good. Yeah, I like the floor. What are you doing, you clown? Oh, look, he wants to be friends with Abigail. Maybe let's lock that for him. I think it's one of those accents now that's across the whole country. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine it's like the accent that the teenage boys wish they had, so even if they don't have it, they try to have it. Because it's kind of... Yeah. It's very like... Yeah. I can see that being a thing. That's exactly right, yeah. Are you digging a hole in my footpath right now, Charlie? Can you not, though? Most defo, yeah. It's the cool new language. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, mate. Yeah, bruv. Oh, dear. I could probably... I reckon if I, like... heard it enough, I could probably do it. But it would take me a bit of practice. Nail meet tease hammer. Lol. Alright, hopefully he'll be home soon. No, he's not gonna be home for another 3 hours still. That's okay. I swear, like, when you ask the neighbor to watch the kids, they take better care of the baby than, like, an actual nanny does. You don't want Juju socks, isn't it? Yeah. You don't want Juju socks, isn't it? Oh, dear. It's kind of, like, sweet and endearing in a way, because it's kind of like, it's fairly, I'm sure they swear a bit, but like, saying that is kind of like cute and endearing. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. You howled, yeah. You're close. Yeah, I reckon if I heard it enough, I could get it. Josephine's birthday is only a day away. It seems like only yesterday that the little bundle of joy came into this world. Oh, how quickly they grow up. I pronounce too much? Yeah. I'm sure I do. One cent down, a lot more to go. Woo! It's supposed to be intimidating. Come tell the British youth that it's cute and they'll stop. They mumble and don't mumble at the same time. It's true, yeah. No, I can hear that. Absolutely, guys, I would absolutely come to England, and if someone spoke to me like that, I'd be like, oh, cute accent. You sound so nice. That's why I found it hard to find a PG version. Yeah, no, that's okay. All good. Okay, that's my fault. Honestly, it's my fault for not reading the messages that you'd sent me, because you did warn me. I just didn't read. Alright, let's go ahead and do a gesture tough handshake with Abigail. Let's also dismiss her as nanny and maybe just talk with her a little bit. Thank you so much. You're doing such a wonderful job looking after my child. Has she had dinner? He's talking about the price of lettuce, guys. He is talking about, they're talking about the expensive price of lettuce. They'd just be like, you call me cute. you said I'm cute. And I'd be like, yeah. And then I'd probably get shot. Let's, can we like admire her or something? I don't know that I can. Did we dismiss Nanny yet? No, we haven't. Oh, let's dismiss Nanny. Yeah. No, he could totally have a relationship with Abigail. That's kind of what I'm thinking of, making happen here. Let's tell her a story about art. Maybe she'll be into that. Oh, that's okay, Jitset. No worries. Get your snack. Oh, okay, I'd get stabbed. Oh, that makes me feel much better, Lord Crumps. Thank you. Let's go ahead and maybe gossip. I bumped their relationship up quite significantly to like make it so we could ask her to watch the kids. So maybe I'll just bump that back down again. Let's tell her a joke and chat some more. There we go. They should be like close to being friends now. I like them together. Yeah, I think it's a good match. It's a great match for Abigail for sure. There's not a lot of options for her, but at the same time she could potentially... No, there's really not a lot of options for her other than him. So let's go ahead and give her a friendly hug and say goodbye. We won't push it too much yet. Pirate Boy. Pirate Boy is not Abigail's class. That would be very dodgy of her. He's very much below her her station. Goodbye. Thank you so much. We'll send you a check. Appreciate your work. Thank you. I'm finding it really hard not to just like... You're curious to see how Belladover sounds? He could have breakfast ready for her tomorrow? Maybe. Haven't you checked out Gabby's YouTube channel, Alex? You can literally hear how she sounds. You know, I'm like, you know that she's a YouTuber, right? If you want to know how Gabby sounds, you can look it up and find out. Just by the way. She finds that cute and endearing, yeah. You're making tea? Yeah, no, you're all good, you're all good. Alex was just like, oh, I really want to know how Gabby sounds. And I'm like, YouTube? Everybody's making tea, and now I really want to go and make tea, by the way. So after I send Eduart to bed, I might take a little tea break myself. Need to check out a little Crump stream. You do. He's funny though. Alex is crazy. So he usually streams like at this time of day. So half the time you'd probably be asleep. Oh no, the baby's crying. Oh no. Let's cuddle her and change her diaper. Bella is like posh too. She's not as posh as you are, Alex. You're from Sheffield. Mr. Sheffield. Sorry, couldn't resist. Now I feel like watching more of The Nanny. You most definitely do not sound like if you're from Sheffield. Yorkshire accent. Right. Okay, let's give her another cuddle. Good baby. I think we are starting to bond with our daughter a little bit. Our relationship is now 11/11. You've been rewatching Super Nanny? Ah, yes. Love it. You love The Nanny, Charlotte? How good is The Nanny? The nanny named Fran. Yeah, no, I mean Fran. She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till her boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. What was she to do? Where was she to go? She was out on her fanny. Sorry. Anyway. Moving right along. I love that. It's like, The Nanny is probably like in my top 3 favorite TV shows of all time. Like, that's how much I love The Nanny. So, yeah. I know. Yeah, I've watched a lot of Super Nanny. I'll probably watch it again when I have a kid too. Get some tips, you know? I noticed, because I was watching it a few months ago, and I noticed that she changed from saying, that's unacceptable behaviour, to saying, your behaviour is being naughty. I thought that was quite funny. It's not exactly rude, it's just a little bit like, ooh. I think it's her accent, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna save. Guys, I am gonna take a... People made fun of it. Oh, people are rude. I am gonna take a little quick break. I know you've all already made tea, but now I want tea and I don't have tea. So I'm gonna take a quick break to go make myself a cup of tea. And I'll be right back. So... I will, yeah, be back in like 5-ish, I guess. So if you need to grab a snack and you haven't got one yet, or if you need coffee or tea or whatever. Of course I know Joe Frost Super Nanny. Yeah, absolutely. I know who you're talking about. Some people say her show was, oh, not me. Okay. Right. Okay, never mind. Oh, Gabby doesn't know. I think Gabby and Alex are talking about a YouTube channel. Joe, I think, yeah, Gabby and Alex are talking about a YouTube channel where Gabby's accent is similar to this other YouTuber. They're not talking about Joe Frost. They're having their own separate conversation. They're not talking about Super Nanny. Yeah. It's alright. No. It's all good. It's all good. Joe just got a little bit muddled up there. You need Super Nanny for your kids? Send help. I'll come and help, Charla. I'll be there in a couple of hours, like a day, maybe 2. Although I don't think, no, I'm not allowed to fly anymore. Drat, you'll have to come here. Alright, anyway, tea break, everybody. Take 5. I'm gonna go grab a snack. and some tea. I'll be right back. God, I leave for 2 minutes and we've got 3 in a row of wannabe famouses. Let me just deal with this. There we go. That's okay, Joe. No, you're fine. No worries. I can handle this. You're in Manchester. All the time pre-COVID, you miss that accent? Manchester has a nice accent. Sorry, just finishing my yogurt. Because I grabbed myself some yogurt as well as some tea. How is Gina doing, by the way, Joe? I was thinking about her yesterday or the day before. I know she was going through a bit of a rough time. I hope she's doing a bit better. Like she had some family drama going on or something. Also, if she'd like to finish the, she has a lot on her plate due to her husband's long-term illness. Yeah. Oh, that's really hard. Poor thing. Yeah, because I was thinking about the bathtub. The reusable bathtub. And I was like, that's finished, isn't it? Oh, no, wait. It's not yet. Because it's like the toddler interactions still need to be added. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she's doing well. It's okay. No worries. No worries, guys. I took him out. The fact that they tried to do that during a Be Right Back screen. She looks after her 2 grandchildren. She has a disabled adult son and a job. Oh my gosh. That is a lot to deal with. Oh my gosh. Why have I gone and gotten him out of bed at 4 AM? Oh well. I guess that's when he's getting up. You left it brewing for too long? No! I have to be really careful not to let my tea brew for too long at the moment because I'm still like managing my caffeine intake. But I now have a cup of Yorkshire proper strong black tea. Yours is no caffeine. That's good. Alright, well, he does have a want to serve food. Yorkshire tea is the only tea. Yep. Yeah, he does have a want to serve food, so maybe it would be nice to cook like a special kind of breakfast meal to share with Abigail when she comes over today. Thank you, Jet Set, for the show the tea. So this is, yeah, Yorkshire proper strong English tea. And this mug, you can't read it because it's backwards, but it says, my brain has too many tabs open. And I just relate to that on a personal, spiritual level because A, people always pay me out for having too many tabs open on my internet browsers. And then B, I always am just thinking about a lot of things at once. Yep, Tetley. Tetley's my second favorite tea. Twinings I don't like as much. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. Super strong builder's tea. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead, we'll come upstairs. We will cuddle Josephine and... Whoa. Good, nice job running. Is she gonna wake up? Or is she still gonna sleep? She might sleep for a bit longer. Okay, well let's just let her sleep for a bit longer then. Let's go ahead and serve some breakfast. We'll say that thingamabobber, Abigail will be here around 7:30 AM today to start taking care of the baby for us. You picture Elsie as being very British posh. Oh my gosh, Radarina! That's so nice of you. Thank you so much for 5 gifted subs in the channel. Thank you. Lilypod and Desbriana, Britt and Jean, Pastel Pixie, and Live Backwards. Enjoy those tea emojis. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. That's so nice. I didn't give you that much extra cash for the ticket. Jeez. I gave you like $10. That's so nice. Thank you so much, Karina. I really appreciate that. You're not that posh. It's just the generalization because you're well-spoken in comparison to your peers and you live on the South Coast. Yeah. I think you have a lovely accent, Alex. And I feel like that roadman accent as well. I was thinking about this as I was making tea. It's kind of like the British youth trying to rebel against everything posh and everything British. They're like, no, we will not be seen as posh Brits. We will rebel against the Queen's English and we will talk like how we want to talk and be cool. Awesome. Okay, so we've got some pancakes served. Let's just check on the baby. Is she awake? I think she is. Yeah, she is. So let's just put the pancakes down. We won't grab a plate yet. We're gonna wait until Abigail gets here. So first we'll come up and give Josephine a cuddle and feed her a bottle. And then Abigail will be here at like, yeah, 7:38 a.m. and we'll have some breakfast together. You do love playing polo though and going skiing, so I guess that's pretty posh. Yeah, polo is posh. Oh, yeah, no, that would be interesting, Jet Set. Feel free to let us know in Discord if you find out something interesting about how it's got its name. Yeah, you defo posh. I feel like, Gabby, your accent has more of the north. I don't know exactly how to make the sound, but it's like a certain like northern element, like the nah. The nah? I don't know how to make it, damn it. I don't know how to make the sound. But anyway. You haven't been around in chat much this stream, been busy with breakfast, coffee, and feeding the rabbit monsters? That's okay. No worries. I love having you just hanging out anyway. It's a subculture. They don't want to be called shavs. Brother species to the shav. A roadman's true love is the iconic North Face black puffer jacket paired with some Nike sweats and Air Max 97s. Use phrases such as safe one, G, and in it, bruv. And girl, do you think he's a chav? Roadman. Nah, fam, I ain't no chav in it. Look at my North Face jacket, bruv. Girl, wow, he acts so hard. I love it. Everyone can tell I'm northern, even though they can't pinpoint Sheffield or even Yorkshire. Yeah, there's like, I can't make that northern twang in my voice. I'd have to like practice, but there's definitely that like particular note to it, I guess. Okay, so Abigail's here, which is lovely. Let's go ahead. Can we just get a little like spot for baby to sit while we eat breakfast? Because that would be cute. Maybe we could get her a little baby floor blanket. And just put Josephine there for a second. And then let's, oh, we can't put her there. Can you though? No, you can't. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Give up. It's okay. Just quit. I just wanted like a little spot to put her while we had breakfast together. Like the Dangle Master. Let's just get this little crib. Surely you can put her in there. Yes, brilliant. Okay. I think it's how they say North and Winter is coming in Game of Thrones. Yeah! Yeah, it's that kind of twang. Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a plate and hopefully Abigail will come down and eat with us. Too close to the dining chair, yeah. The nah. The North. The Northerners pronounce their vowels differently. Yeah, well, it's kind of like, so saying the word North, instead of being like, the North, which would be like, you know, the posh or classic British, the North, it's like the North. It's a bit more like open. I don't know how to do it. You're just laughing at me right now, Gabby. Here we go, though. We're having a very nice little breakfast date here with Abigail. Charming her with our cooking skills. Most accent changes are in the vowels? Most certainly. Especially between Australian and Kiwi and South African. So... The North. Your posh North sounds perfect to me. Well, I'm glad I've got that one down. Now I have to go away today and practice my Northern English accent. Oh, great. Okay. They seem to be getting along quite well. So this is nice. He does have this desire to ask us him on a date. So, let me know, you guys, if you'd be keen to see me have him date Abigail and sort of actually make these two a pair. Because I do feel like they would be a good pair. And maybe we could do that tomorrow in game. That might be nice. Are you okay? Can you get out of the chair? Yeah, you can. There you go. Quintessentially British. Absolutely. Yeah. An excuse to watch more Plumbella and Gabby. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, maybe we could like invite her for a little... Where's his wedding want gone? It disappeared. I unlocked it. But he does want to ask us him on a date. So we still might get that proposal. Don't you worry, Alex. But yeah, I do think they would be a good couple. I feel like it would be a good match for Abigail. So we'll see. Depends how well they get along on a date. That's actually that's if I can... I think I should be able to have an adult sim ask a teenager on a date. Alex is desperate to marry him off. Yeah. Alex just wants weddings and woohoo. Weddings and woohoo. Alex thrives on these two things. Okay, let's go ahead and open the business. And then we probably have a bunch of restocking to do first thing this morning. So we'll get him to do that. What did I miss? I got a call. Oh, just me trying to imitate your accent some more, pretty much. You got a call. Wait, isn't it like 1 o'clock in the morning your time? Just asking, just saying. Oh, your boyfriend is out. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Who the heck calls you at 1 o'clock in the morning? You gotta tell them to bugger off. Sleep. Okay, Donny Farquaad is back, which is great. Oh, you need some help, Tristan? Okay, I guess we'll go and help you. I would love to just have someone else to help us run this business as well. More accent time from Gabby. Oh, Lord. What do you want to hear me do? I mean, I feel like my English accent right now... You want to hear you got closer to mine? The North. No, I was just trying to perfect that like, twang you have. But I can't get it right. It's very upsetting. You're being savvy with your points. You're halfway to Motherload. You say bugger off too? Yeah, absolutely. Bugger off, mate. 100%. No, my English accent at the moment, it's because I've been watching quite a bit of Downton Abbey. So my English accent right now is actually quite posh. And it varies. It does change. From time to time, I'll start doing things in different ways. Like if I watch a lot of Harry Potter, then I start talking like Hermione. If you say like coming with more of a U sound, like an like in cup, or like like coming. Oh, like coming. Are you coming over? Is that right? Let's ask him to come over. That's warmer! Yes! Wait, where are you going? Oh, okay. Very close. Ooh. Right, so we got to ring up these customers. Customers as well instead of customers. Customers. Right, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, guys. I'm getting it. Customers. I'm gonna become northern. Maggie Smith in Downton Abbey, your fave character. Nice. Waiting for the customers who only come at night. Lovely ladies. That's Les Mis. No, yeah, Les Mis, isn't it? Waiting for the customers who only come at night. Instead of saying it's te, or sometimes even just like the tea shop. And stuff like bath. Bath with a strong A, not like bath. Yeah, like a bath. Right, right, yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Bath. Wait, our babysitter's here again. You're supposed to be looking after my child. She'll have 2 daughters adopted, then marry him like Cinderella. Maybe. Abigail doesn't have any daughters yet, though. Right, let's go and restock some more. I'm going up to shop. To shop. Oh, right. She hired someone else to do her job. Clearly she did. I'm going out. One trick is which areas drop the G of an ing ending and when to emphasize it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, John Redcrow's here. Hello, my pirate pal. My pirate friend. What's up, buddy? Is there a Sim Cinderella challenge? If not, it should be a thing. I mean, like, we kind of almost have that with a couple of Sims already in our neighborhood. We could make it a thing. Absolutely. It would be so heavily influenced by, now I'm just talking English just for fun. It'd be so heavily influenced by Ever After. You know Ever After, the movie with Drew Barrymore. I love that movie. Gabby, that's funny. You wait to build for when you watch streams and you've got nothing done. What are you working on building? Alright, we have to ring up these customers. We've got God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen playing. As you do. Going or going, yeah. We saw Your Fair Ladies on Netflix at the moment, so that might have to be in my afternoon's knitting TV. I love that movie. 3 Lakes Holiday Home for Goneril and her fam. Ooh, very fancy. Yeah, I love that movie. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. No, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. That's a fun one. It's kind of like one of those movies, though, that's a bit dumb and frustrating because they're like, oh, she's so, like, ugly until this point where she does this certain thing. And it's like, are you kidding me? It's freaking, like, Audrey Hepburn. She's gorgeous, full stop. You know what I mean? Okay, we can get rid of that. Yeah, Jet Set is in Australia, so it should be. Renovating the Villa di Simoleon. Okay. Uh-oh, Terry the Terrible is here. I feel like that's bad news for the market. We don't like Terry the Terrible. Can't seem to find it? Oh. That's annoying. I don't know what I'm gonna do this afternoon after I finish streaming. Sleep. I'm really tired, maybe. I might sleep. I have another huge day tomorrow. So I've got a brunch at 10 and then a lunch at 12. And then that's like way down whoop whoop in Tea Tree Gully. So it's like an hour and 20 minute drive back home again afterwards. Nap sounds good, yeah. It really does. Hey, here's Camden Summers. So this is Fenella Welsey's boyfriend. Ish, kind of. Her current love interest, anyway. It's this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and close up, because I want to have a bit of time to restock before we leave the business today. Oh, I might have been on something else. Okay. Wait. Hi, Abigail. Fancy seeing you here at my business. The baby's fine, right? Maybe we'll just pretend she's got the baby strapped to her or something. Just scrolling, you were in the same room. Oh, okay. So, if any of you guys are... I know, Ratarina. 5 minutes away from you. Yeah, we're having lunch at the Gully. You would know the Gully. Just grabbing some milk for the baby. I guess so. Yeah, sorry, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Paralives. So they were doing another brainstorming session on Patreon, and they were asking for ideas for babies. They were like, how hard should babies be? How easy should babies be? How realistic? How unrealistic? Blah, 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 blah. And I like put in this big post. I was like, I have many thoughts. So I did this big post about, you know, making babies be challenging without being ridiculously so. I really hope they take some of that feedback on board, because like, man, I would like to see improved babies. But one of the things that I said was that I would love to see the ability to wear babies, like to put them in a carrier and to just carry them around with you, so that the para baby can go anywhere that the para can go, and they're not stuck on their home lot or whatever. Yeah, I haven't been there in ages either, Ratarina, but it'll be nice. They should be good babies, which is still a lot of work. Yeah, so me and a couple other people in the comments were saying that baby traits would probably be the best idea. Because lots of people, like, because people all want different difficulty levels for their babies in a video game. Some people are like, yes, make it hard. And other people are like, no, don't make it hard. And some people will just immediately skip the baby life stage. And other people will want to play through it and, you know, all this kind of thing. So my solution to that would be to have baby traits. So you could have like fussy, or yeah, fussy, independent, cuddly, you know, colicky, things like that. Quiet, yeah. And then we could just, you know, so that way we can kind of pick our own difficulty level for babies. So I put that in my comment as well, and other people were putting that in their comments as well, saying, because some people were saying like, oh, you need like a difficulty slider. And I was like, that's probably really hard to code, right? Like a difficulty slider in comparison with just having a trait is probably going to be like, yeah, I was a really happy baby as well, Joe, but my sister Courtney was like fussy and colicky and just screamed and screamed and screamed. But then, yeah, I came along, baby number 3, and I was just like, ah! And I was just happy like most of the time. So babies do have personalities, they do have temperaments, they do have like, yeah, and dear son was hard to feed and more fussy. Yeah, so like, having traits to reflect those characteristics, I think would be a really good compromise to make and a really good way of doing babies. But then I said, yeah, my other main point that I made was that the thing with babies in video games is that makes them really unrealistic is that you can just leave them in their crib and just walk off and do whatever you want. But a real baby, when they're awake, they want to be near where you are. And a real baby, when they're awake, you kind of have to keep an eye on them. So you want it to be realistic in that sense. But then if you had, you know, more objects for babies, like for example having like a tummy time mat so you can play with them and help them with tummy time, and the baby can develop their strength and their coordination and everything. Or yeah, having like a baby carrier, having baby swings, having baby, you know, that sits in high chairs, and like all these different things. So I was sort of saying that, yeah, if the baby's awake, I think they should need to be near the sim, like near one of their adult carer sims, or the baby cries. But then to make that not too annoying, to then have like, yes, Joe, your Patreon sub is fine. Thank you, by the way. Yeah, to make that be not too annoying, to then have enough like objects to interact with the baby so that it's fun and like enjoyable to play. So that was kind of what I said. I did like this big post about it, and I was like, I'm having a baby in like 4 weeks, so hear me out, because I'm all over this right now. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I'd say so, Joe. Your brothers were hard work. I was super easy. I slept through the night the moment I came out and ate when I needed to. Wasn't until I was 2 when I turned into a toddler. You just realized you were a Sims 2 baby, yeah. No, Pastel Pixie, no, it's not out. It's not even close to being out. Oh, no worries, Gabby. Enjoy your night. Have a great sleep. We'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no, it's still a long way off. They shared a Patreon-only post this morning about the interaction queue, which was kind of fun, and the icon which shows you which para is selectable. I can't show any of that, obviously, because it's classified, like Patreon-only content. Check your emails, Joe, because you might have got an email about it. Yeah, they hold heaps of discussions about ideas and what people want to see in game. Yeah. Oh, our baby girl's gonna grow up tonight. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, I hope he's gonna be home in time. Otherwise, he might miss her birthday. Oops. Oops. Oh, thank you, Lord Crumbs. Yeah, I like these little row houses that I made. Oh, he's home just in time. He's home just in time. Quick, come upstairs. Yeah, they are objects. Yeah, they are, I can show you. From Caddy VIP? Yeah, from Fable. They're conversions from Fable. Oh, yeah. No, I'm the same, Jet Set. I'm a member of the Paralives Discord, but I pretty much never go in there. It's too quick for me. I can't keep up with it. I'm just like, whatever. But yeah, these are object roofs, and they're really cool, Alex, because normal roofs you can't put right on the edge of the lot. Like, so this, if I was to try to do this with a Maxis roof, it wouldn't let me put the object right on the edge of the lot. But with these roofs, I can, because they're objects. Fable, fave games other than Lara Croft or Sims. Nice. People there can be mean. Oh, that's a shame, Joe. That's not nice. That's not fun. Like, I know our Addict Discord is usually pretty slow, but honestly, I I kind of like that because I can't keep up with Discords that move quickly. I try my best to keep up with, obviously, my own Discord as well as, let's have a gossip with Abigail, as well as, Kristen's Discord, Historical Sims Discord, and I find that even challenging. I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't check it all that often. Discord gives you anxiety. You can't keep up with my Discord, it's really quiet compared to most, yeah. Let's tell her a joke. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna get like just a teeny bit flirty here. So we're gonna dismiss her as a nanny. Mine and Crafters, yeah. You're a moderator in both, yeah, that's fair, Joe. What we're gonna do is we're going to kiss... Oh, I was hoping I could kiss her hand. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna have a look real quick, sorry, at my casual romance stuff. So, global switches. Adult-teen interactions are enabled. Okay. Could never keep up with Cindy's while it was up? Nah. Me either. Oh yeah. So I could like maybe... Could I... sweet talk her a bit? And what we could... Oh, did that not work? What I kind of want to do is like say, we won't need you over to take care of Josephine tomorrow, but maybe we could meet at the village green for lunch and just get together there. But it doesn't look like that's working, which is really quite frustrating. Why not? Can I do a romantic hug? Oh no, these aren't working. Bugger. So it definitely says that teen adult interactions are enabled, but it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, of course, Jet Set. Yeah, the really horrible ones are the ones you always remember. 100%. Ah, dang it, I can't flirt with her. Why not? Poof loof. Oh, their relationship score's fine. It's like 92 over 26. I haven't, Lord Crumbs. I know that they... Hey, birthday! I know that they did the live stream, but I haven't watched any of it yet. Or seen much of it. Okay, so baby girl has grown up, everybody. Oh, she looks a lot like her mama. She looks a lot like her mama, actually. She's very cute, though. Oh, maybe Jet Set. It could be. I'm not sure. Okay, let's snuggle her. Family kiss her. She wants desperately to be potty trained and to learn how to walk. Okay, let's have a look at little Josephine's personality. So she is a Virgo, very, very similar to her father in her personality. She's just a little bit less shy and a little bit more active. Otherwise, they're pretty much carbon copies of one another. And she is... Oh, we've got to give her some traits as well, right? Oh, okay, look, Crabs, thank you. Oh, that's okay, Tiana, no worries. Would he rename her? I mean, he could. The name was chosen by her mother, but he could rename her if he really felt the need to. So let's go ahead and get her the merchant class, and we'll just pull out the trait randomizer. And we will add missing traits to Josephine. And then we need to potty train her stat. I'll try removing the hopeless romantic trait from his inventory and see if we can get that to work. Okay, so her traits that she's just been given. Why? She just got the traits evil and eccentric. Why? What are your traits? You're lucky, flirty, neat, green thumb, and animal handler. She's got 4 nice points, Joe. Evil baby. Said you. Yeah, sure, no worries. Oh, jeez. That's so annoying. I didn't want her to have evil and eccentric as her traits. So she could be evil. She could. She could. And her mother's traits, let's see. Her mother's traits are inappropriate, commitment issues, loves the cold, scribe, and eccentric. So it's not like her mother is evil. Her mother is eccentric. So I guess that's where she gets that from. But like, why does she have to be evil? Merchant, toddler. It'll be like, she'll have an evil stepmother, but then she'll actually be the evil one. Swap evil with loves the cold. I think I'm gonna swap it with one of her father's traits. So she'll get one from her father and one from her mother. I think I'm gonna give her neat. Yeah, I'm gonna give her neat. One from her dad, one from her mum. That makes me feel better. She is very tidy, yeah. She was outside for a whole morning and didn't cry. It's true, she was getting pretty cold as well. Alright, is she being potty trained? I think she is. Yeah, it makes sense, exactly. I just feel like every family in this town is either insane, neurotic, or evil. Like, half of the members. She's not evil, yeah. Mean, but not evil. Peggy has redeemed makeover. No worries, I was about to do that anyway, but thank you for the redeem. We will make over little Josephine right now. I just need to spawn the sim manipulator. And then I can go ahead and buy clothes for our little girl. You want 2 makeovers? Who else do you want me to make over? Okay, let's get her a cute little dress. She is a merchant class after all. I can't see her in the picture at all, but that's fine. Yeah, that's cute. Let's buy her that. Okay, so then we can do... I always forget where plan outfit is. Plan clothes. Casual Josephine. There we go. The father as well. Alright. Okay, let's give her that little dress for her every day. And then let's do her formal wear. And then let's do... why can't I see pajamas? Hello? Okay, maybe we can use this. I don't know. I guess not. Whatever. Okay, and then can I... Her hair's kind of cute as is with the space buns. He's a father. He should have a beard as he hasn't got time to shave. I guess so. Let's do a gussy up. Let's do a change everything and see what we've got for Eduart. We could buy him a new shirt, you know? Something a bit snazzy. Let's see. He's already got quite a few clothes by the looks. Let's buy him this nice outfit. There we go. Did anything happen? So the daughter aged up. Of course I have Gussy Up, Jet Set. I'm using it right now, but Gussy Up doesn't work with toddlers. Unfortunately. We don't need to change his swimwear. Formal wear? We could get him something new to wear for formal wear, maybe. Yeah, no, it doesn't work on toddlers, unfortunately. Oh. There we go. PJs are fine. We won't change those. Gym clothes are fine. Underwear's fine. Outerwear's fine. Okay, no plastic surgery. No jewelry. Maybe we could have his hair grow a little bit. Dunno. A wedding suit? Oh, that's okay, Gisette. No worries. No stress. Sim Blender works to make over the face. You use Chris Hatch teddy bear for clothes. Yeah. No, I don't like that. I feel like longer hair just makes him look really gooby. Maybe I should make his hair shorter instead. Okay, no, I don't want to change his hairstyle, I've decided, but maybe we could give him some stubble? There we go. We'll give him a little bit of stubble. And maybe a dad beard, as Alex suggested. No, oh my god, that looks so bad. You like the beard? Yeah, the beard looks quite good. Oops, not that. You need more male CC hair. Do you know what, Alex? If you have any recommendations for more medieval hairstyles for females or males, I will gladly take them because we need more. The guys have beards, yeah. All right, so let's just try. I'm just curious. If I just temporarily remove Hopeless Romantic trait from his inventory, can I now flirt with Abigail? No. It seems to me that there's something broken. Maybe with my ACR version or something. Cause yeah, I can't flirt with her or do anything with her, unfortunately. Which really sucks. Sims 4 conversions, yes and no. Sometimes I don't mind the aesthetic of Sims 4 conversions, but in my medieval downloads folder, I don't know about that. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to tell a joke to Abigail. Alright, well let's tell her a joke and then say goodbye. We'll say that we'll meet her tomorrow at the village green. Clay hair, yeah. He'll just have to wait for her to grow up, I guess. Yeah, but I really do want those interactions to be enabled, though. That's gonna really bug me if they're not. Oh my gosh, in like the half shadow here without really looking at him properly. He looks like the guy from Bridgerton now. Simon, he looks like you can't really see him clearly, and to me he looks kind of like Simon in the shadow. with the beard. Ah, yeah. Yeah, he does. Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's say goodbye to her, and then we're starving, so let's come downstairs and grab something to eat. I don't know, I think with the medieval era, it's very... No, I know, that's what I'm trying to do, Lord Crumps, but guys, that's what I've been trying to do. The interactions are just cancelling out. They're not working. Like, it's not going up into his queue. The casual menu was the only way I had. Yeah, I could try reordering the mods. Yeah, no, something's clashing. 100%. But yeah, I do think that they should have the option of being romantic together. Try having a selectable and trying. I'll try that when they go out on their date. But yeah, he seriously looks like the Duke of Hastings now. And I'm kind of here for it. Alright, let's clean that up. Let's use the toilet. We're still kind of hungry, but that's alright. Josephine, what are you doing? Do you want to, like, do something? Or are you just going to sit there and do nothing all night? Give her a snuggle. Give her a family kiss. Let's teach her to walk a little bit. Baby Doll Simmer has a list of in-teen replacements. Maybe one of those mods would help. Maybe. But it's most likely that they would conflict with my mod pack, Lily. I can have a look at it. But it's most likely they would conflict. Hello, Duke. Hello, Duke. Yeah. I love Sims 4 conversions for clothes for The Sims 2. Clothes look better than hair to me. Yeah. I know, Tiania. I don't think it would, like, match. Can you even ask her on a date if you can't do it? No, I can't ask her on a date. So yeah, I might have to do some investigating to see if I'm able to get that to work somehow. What I could do real quick, because I'm thinking I might actually end stream and we'll do their date in our next stream. What I could do really quickly is just summon her back over, just like teleport her back over, and see if having a selectable makes a difference. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to do some mod finagling. I like the object conversions too. A lot of them, like the furniture conversions. But it's a very specific style. So like I kind of feel like if you have everything as 4:2 conversions, it looks good. But if you have it mixed in with like other ones, then it doesn't look good. Alright, so let's make her selectable. Oh, stand up? Okay. We'll do. Hello, Hello, Jelly. Yeah, no, it's good. Standing up is good for me. Hi, Jelly. Okay, so let's see. I'm just curious if I can now, or even like have her flirt with him. Hello there. Yeah, like can we charm him? Nah. I see it's not. So I'm going into casual. I can't do a romantic hug. I can't, like I'm clicking on it and, oh, caress is gonna work. Oh, that's interesting. And she's gonna reject it, lol. Okay, well that's awkward. So caress worked. Charm isn't working. Sweet talk isn't working. Hold hands isn't working. So that's weird. Caress is high-level flirt. Yeah. Some Sims 4 buy mode stuff is very chunky looking in The Sims 2. It definitely is, yeah. Yeah, like I feel like if you have a downloads folder that's like pretty much only Sims 4 to 2 conversions, it can look really good. But alongside other CC, it usually doesn't look that great. I don't know, it's funny. Gosh, do you guys know what? Maybe this is why even in the Asylum challenge, the only ACR flirting they ever seem to do is caressing. Because maybe I've actually only got caressing enabled for some strange reason. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, like maybe for some reason that's the only one that's working. Yeah, they've just been obsessed with caressing each other's faces. Oh no. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make her unselectable. And I'm gonna clear her off and send Eduart to bed. And then let's... Yeah, I might end stream. Another thing to troubleshoot, yeah. So yeah, what I might do is I might end stream and I might spend a little bit of time this afternoon figuring out why. Yeah, I know! Sorry, Alex, I'll have to refund you that one. And save that for next time. Yeah! We thought it was just a great moisturizer, I know. But yeah, because we still have one more day to play through with Eduart, but I wanna have him go on a date with Abigail, so I wanna see if I can get these teen-adult interactions working. So I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting. Oh no. I'm too tired for this crap. Sims! Let me just really quickly, just out of curiosity, let's run the HCDU and just see what it pulls up. It's scanning now. Yeah, sorry. I will get around to doing that because I do want to pair these two up, but I would like to be able to actually have them go on a date and interact. Yeah, no, it is about time for stream to finish, absolutely. Also, I'm just like, I'm really out of it, to be completely honest. I'm kind of like, no worries, guys. I really enjoyed today. I hope that you all did too. Maybe try Simage. Yeah, maybe I should try Simage. HCDU is actually, like, not responding right now anyway, so... I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, not a stream without me redeeming one of my 3 pillars. I've got Simage as well. I do. But yeah, right now, if you can see here, it's actually just... This is HCDU, and it's actually just... Yeah, it was great having you here, Lilypod. And also, sorry, I've just like blanked on your name. Tiana, good to have you here for the stream today as well. That video, you still feel bad? It's okay. Ah, it did it. Oh, alright, hang on. Okay. Okay, I've got one conflict here between Romance Mod and Romantic Standards ACR. But they should be fine. Oh, a hydrate. What did I do with my water bottle? Oh, there it is. Well, where'd it go? So yeah, I've got Romance Mod and ACR Romantic Standards conflicting here. So I'll try that. What is romance mod? I'll have to look up what that one is. I've actually got quite a few conflicts there. Okay, yeah, I've got quite a few conflicts here to look through, guys, so that's fine. Leave it with me. Now, my next stream may be tomorrow night, but it may also be Monday, because tomorrow's going to be a big day, so I'm just going to let you know sort of how I'm feeling, because it is going to be a big day. I might be too tired to go live, so I'll let you guys know on Discord. But I hope you will have a fabulous rest of your day, fabulous weekend. Alex, go get some sleep. Romance mod is Pescado. Okay. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look into this. I'll let you guys know how I go on Discord. But yeah, everybody take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. See you later.